Hi everyone, welcome back. My name's Claire. I'm going to do something for the first time. I have never really done a wandering ring pour. So I've decided to layer up a cup, quite a large cup, or even it might be a couple of smaller cups, and do a wandering ring pour where as I pour the paddle out, it's going to go in sort of lines and then wrap around and wrap around to just create something totally different. I've just ordered some new paints, what are they? Daler Rowney System 3 acrylic. I've got them here. And I'm just going to try those paints out. So it's a brand I've used before, but I haven't always used these shades in this brand. So a new type of pour with some new paints. So let me show you the colours. Does anybody else find when they order paints, somehow the paints all go together? So I just ordered these 5 paints from a different company. I've not tried this company before. And for some reason, I wanted these 2, but I added the other 3 to the order. And I just think they look fab together. So I decided just to make a painting with these colours. With the exception of adding a little bit of pearl white, and you can't go wrong with a bit of sparkly turquoise. So these 5 are Daler Rowney System 3 acrylic. I've got Wedgwood, which is a kind of pale blue colour, phthalo turquoise, which I love, and the purple, which I love. These are probably 2 of my favourite colours. And then velvet purple, I've not tried that one before, and then Prussian blue. So I've used other Prussian blues, but not the Daler Rowney Prussian blue. Then I'm also just adding, just for a bit more shine and shimmer, the iridescent pearl white by Daler Rowney, and then Pebeo Studio Acrylics, the iridescent blue green. So they're all mixed up here, waiting and ready. Just, aren't they beautiful? What just gorgeous colours together. So I'm really excited about this. In fact, I'll just show you the consistency. I'll put the recipe in the description. But you can see they're just very fluid. They're nice and silky. They're leaving a mound. Really lovely consistency. So they're just going to flow really nicely and really nice and smoothly from the cup. This one, actually, you can see it's a bit thinner. Can you see how that trace is disappearing quicker? I need to add a little bit more paint to that just to thicken it up slightly. But I'll put the recipe that I've used in the description of the video. I have decided to layer up 5 little silicone cups because I think if I do that, I'm going to get more of the brighter colours. I think if I layer out one massive cup and pour it out really slowly, it's all going to muddy at the end. So I'm not going to get such consistency over the whole canvas. So I'm going to do smaller cups, but more of them. This is the order. I'm not sure which way around yet, but this is the order. And I also, a big difference with this is I want to have colours that blend into each other. So I'm really big normally on putting totally contrasting colours next to each other, but that will potentially muddy a little bit more. So because I'm doing so many cups, I'm not worried about having the contrast next to each other in the layering, because I think I'll get the contrast with the different puddles on the canvas. So this is the order I'm going to do. So just thinking what to do first. I might go round this way. So start with just a little bit of white. Let me show you the consistency. Nice, it's just thick, it's creamy, but it flows beautifully. So I might just do maybe 2 layers in each cup. Actually, I'm going to have to do very small layers, aren't I? Because they're very small cups. Maybe I'll end up doing 1. No, I'm going to try and do 2 layers in each cup. So that means not putting that much paint in. I'm reusing a 40cm square canvas. I had a Dutch pour on here before. This was probably one of my first ever Dutch pours, and it's awful. So anyway, it's covered with gesso. so it's like a primer so I can reuse it. So these, I'm quite excited about these cups because they just look beautiful. What gorgeous colours. Right, my plan, I was going to do a ring pour. I've changed my mind as usual. I'm going to do a wandering straight pour. I'm going to start, I think I'm not going to do it straight lines. I'm going to go maybe diagonally across. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to see what happens. I think my plan will be to hold the cup up quite high and do it quite slowly. So let's just see what happens. Right, it's really, really pretty, but I don't like how much this blue has taken over here. I've got one more cup. I'm going to pour it over the top here, just to try and get a bit more variation in colour. Right, I'm not particularly happy because that blue has massively taken over. Let's give it a torch. Right, let's stretch it, see what comes of this. Right, it's interesting. It's not what I was expecting at all. So that Wedgwood colour has totally taken over. Well, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I was going for. But I actually really think I quite like it. it's weird, it's different, but it's something quite relaxing about it actually. Right, let me just finish the corners and then I'll get you in for a close-up. Right, what do you make of this? It's quite subtle, although you've got the deep dark colours. It's quite pale, quite pastel-y. It's so different. I'm really unsure what I think. I think I like it, but it's not, it's just interesting. Just lots and lots of details, lots and lots of patterns. Nothing particularly traditional or typical about it. It definitely doesn't look like a straight pour or even a wandering straight pour. I think I'm just going to reserve judgment until it's dry. I'm really not sure. I'd like to do it again, but not use that Windsor blue because unfortunately all the other beautiful colours are just hidden. But it's almost like a slightly cloudy, fluffy looking effect. So really quite pretty. But I'm just not sure yet. So I'll be back when it's dry. So it's now dry. I'm still very much on the fence. I'm really not sure what to think of it. I just don't know. It looks to me very much like clouds. It's very sort of soft and woolly looking. I think it's just because it's very pale. And I don't normally do pale. I normally do bright colours. There's lots of details and it is really interesting. I'm just wondering whether any sort of embellishment, I could use this as a background for something. If you have any ideas of how I could embellish this or what you think this would work as a background for, please let me know. I'm very open to ideas. It's just such a shame that Wedgwood colour has totally dominated. It's not the effect at all that I was wanting, that I was going for. One feature I do really like is the iridescence. So all of this turquoise, if I show you in the light, can you now see how it's really iridescent? So it really shines through. It's quite an uneven surface, you can see there, and that's just because the paints are quite thick. So I think the next time I do a ring pour or straight pour, I think I'm just going to thin the paints down a little bit. So let me know what you think. Tell me what you think of this because I do not know what to think. Great, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel. If you like it, do hit the thumbs up button. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.